I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I still ride motorcycles a lot. And one of my favorite people to go ride motorcycles with is my neighbor, Robin Yount.
We've heard of
So,
him.
so yeah. So, and I can't keep up with him. He's like 4 years older than me, and I still can't keep up with him. But we both grew up in Southern California, and we raced motorcycles when we were kids, and it's just always been a passion. I'm either on my Harley or my dirt bike. So when you see this, this is how this whole thing started. When you can buy a motorcycle handle grip, I decided one day that I was going to buy these little donuts that go over the handle grip because they say it was to protect your hands from getting blisters. So I ordered a set. They're like $4. They came in the mail. I put them on the handle grip. And the first thing I did was I started to feel like the motorcycle was connected to my whole body or to my hands.
Right.
If you take this off, there's space in there.
And you don't feel it as much, right?
I don't feel it as much. And since this happened, 2 specialists said that it's a kinesthetic connection. And when you have that connection, you feel like you have more control of the bike.
Yep. And that's actually, I mean, that is right in line with stuff that we know from the brain science side of things too, right? That I mean, if I could just tell you a little bit more about where our background fits in on this, the fingertips and the areas around the hands particularly are some of the most sensitive in the body. And so when you are trying to get like extra bits of information about a tactile experience, whatever it is, playing the piano, playing the guitar, right? In this case, it's the motorcyclist on the bike itself, right? Feeling the different aspects of the friction with the road, the revving of the engine, the effect of the brakes on the road, on the wheel, and then on the road from that. Those are all things that are being transmitted through the vibrations of the handlebars. And then that, if you have like a channel to open up that information coming through the handlebars, in this case, that kind of donut that's on the end, what that does is it gives you more information about what your bike is doing, right? And so as a driver, you have a way to then work with that information now, right? It's like the difference between playing piano with earmuffs on, right? So you can't hear anything, versus taking them off and now being able to hear everything you're playing. So if you're doing that with a motocross bike, right? Or even a Harley, right? You're picking up all this information now that you didn't have really, you had earmuffs on, right? Basically. And so when you take those earmuffs off, now your hands are able to feel all those aspects of the road to help you navigate better, to help you turn better, to help you to manage the revving of the engine better. So how does it feel like, I mean, a bat is a little different, right? A bat's a little different than a motocross bike. It's not the vibration of the bat, right? Isn't changing that much unless you depending on where you hit the ball, I guess. It could. But like, what is it about the Bat Geer, like you're talking about the bumps on it to give a sense like that the 2 hands are connected. What is it about the being connected on a bat, a stationary rod basically, right? Which might be a little different than the handlebars of the bike that helps a hitter so much?
Well, I'll give you a perfect analogy. So if somebody said to me at 4:00, we're going to go to Yankee Stadium and I have a professional batting practice pitcher that's going to throw you 150 balls and I want to see you stay through 150 if you possibly can. And 3 surgeries, wrist surgeries, back surgeries, I would say I could stay through 145 of them to this. So at 7:00, the game starts and we're at Yankee Stadium and the place is packed. And just so happens Roger Clemens is on the mound. Now, for me, a free swinger, swing hard, I can probably throw that theory about me staying connected and staying through because of the excitement, because of the fans, because of the lights, because it's Clemens, because whatever it may be. But the kinesthetic energy, you don't have to think about it.
Right.
And that's what I wanted. That's what we talked about at the beginning. We don't want players going up there thinking about anything other than ball. You know, being a good hitter is reacting, anticipating what is going to happen, and then you recreating that and allowing yourself to give your best swing at a ball that's coming that hopefully is a strike.
Right. Right.
So that's the part that makes this so special, because it lets Susie or Billy or Anthony Rizzo go up there, and it allows you to stay through the middle, and it keeps your hands connected without having to think about it.
Right.